kids, welcome back to week 2 of Streetwise, the Rich House. This is my favourite perfume and I thought you might like to learn how to make some perfume just from using some petals of fresh flowers. Let me show you how to do it. So the first thing you need to do is to ask a grown-up if you can pick just a few flowers from the garden. I've got a selection here from my garden. And you need to carefully take the petals off the flowers and put them into a bowl that you've lined with an old tea towel or maybe a muslin square. There we go, some rose petals, some hydrangea petals, some geranium. Don't they look beautiful, all mixed together? Look at those lovely colours. Last one, some little white daisies. And cover them with some cold water. So they're just covered. That's it. And we need to give them a little press down. Now this is the difficult bit because you need to be patient. For all the scent to come out of the petals, we need to leave them to soak. Now ideally, if you can wait long enough until tomorrow, that will give you the most beautiful smelling perfume. So you leave them just like that to soak. And in the morning, carefully take out your cloth with your petals in. There we go, they're all nicely mushed up. And to make the perfume smell extra strong, if you would like to, you can squeeze the juice, perfumed water, into a saucepan. The rest of it. There we go. And gently heat it up. Once the water's reduced to about half, tip it back into the jug where you started. There we go. And we're going to leave that to cool. And then once it's cooled down, you can pour it into a little bottle. This is just one of the little travel bottles, and that will be your perfume all ready for you to give to somebody special. Let's watch our video story and see what happened when Jesus visited the rich house. There's a lady in the story and she did something amazing with her favourite perfume to show just how much she loved Jesus.
A lady hid in the shadows and watched Jesus. She was all by herself because she had done a lot of bad things and nobody liked her. She thought that Jesus looked tired. He'd walked a long way along a hot, dusty road. Jesus was trying to talk to all the people, but a rich, fat man called Simon kept interrupting.
"Come and have a meal in my house, my man,"
he commanded Jesus. And Jesus went to his house. The lady followed. "Oh, I wish I could ask Jesus to my house," she thought. "But I'm too bad, and my house isn't good enough for Jesus." She only owned one precious thing, and that was hanging safely around her neck. It was a bottle of expensive perfume. In Simon's house, there were lots of good things to eat. There were dates and grapes and cakes and pies.
"Sit over there,"
Simon ordered Jesus. He didn't give Jesus any water to wash the dust away or kiss him in welcome. Simon's rich friends were there, and they were laughing at Jesus behind his back. The lady crept in. There was a crowd of people in the house, but only Jesus noticed her. He smiled at her. Jesus is smiling at me, she thought. She came close to Jesus. She felt so sorry for the bad things she had done that she started to cry. Her tears fell on Jesus' feet. Everyone went, "Ooh!" and "Ah!" and said, "What a terrible woman!" She didn't have a towel. What could she do? She wiped Jesus' feet with her lovely long hair. She even kissed his feet and poured her precious perfume all over them.
He's letting that wicked woman touch him. Ugh, said Simon. He ought to know better.
Jesus looked at Simon. "You asked me into your house so that you could show off to your friends," he said. "This lady has done much more for me than you ever have," he said. "Her love for me will never be forgotten." "Because she's done lots of bad things, she needs lots of my love," said Jesus. Jesus said to her, "All the wrong things you've done are now forgiven, so let's forget about them."
Who does he think he is? Said Simon's friends. Going around forgiving people?
But Jesus said to the lady, "Go home to your house and be happy."